Generally, in world cultures, women are seen as being closer to nature than men, due to women's role in childbearing and everything that stems from that, while men are seen as being almost entirely about culture. And back in the 80s, one anthropologist examined a whole ton of ethnographic data and discovered a pattern. In cultures where nature is conceptualized as sacred and benign, women perform the rituals meant to manipulate the forces of nature for the good of humanity. They also share in decision-making power and have a good standing in society, while in cultures where nature is seen as evil and dangerous, women are seen as a source of danger to men and society as a whole, and so are contained and controlled. And the way a culture is going to conceptualize nature is affected not only by weather and geography, but also by prevalence of things like disease, warfare, and hunger. The anxiety about the external world, which is beyond control, is transferred onto women, who are the symbolic representatives of the natural world. One can use this idea to lay down some broad strokes for a con-religion. Of the three broad cultures that exist on my Spindle world, the Canyon culture is the oldest one, so that's the place to start. The people of the canyons are acutely aware that they are hiding from the harsh and inhospitable forces of nature, and as the amount of farming land available is very limited, they are in a constant battle against scarcity and are dependent on hunting success out on the steppes. So the women in the canyon society are contained and controlled, and men fill all the political and religious roles, and their pantheon is full of powerful male gods. The Windless Zone people branched off from the canyon people, taking the canyon culture with themselves. At first they lived within small windless zones, surrounded by an inhospitable world, so the canyon ideas made sense. But as time went on, great windless zone lattices formed. The inhabitants of those lattices now experience their environment as sacred and benign, and many of them don't step out of the windless zones at any time in their lives. The women are the ones communicating with the forces of nature and performing secret rites to make the land more fertile, and people have also revised their pantheon a bit, making the goddesses more important and having a few of the male gods change genders. The Windy Steppe people branched off from the Windless Zone people after the pantheon revisions, but their experience of nature is exactly the opposite. The winds that batter them are relentless, the weather is unpredictable, and hostile neighbors steal away their herds. As a result, the steppe people are suspicious of nature, and so the women are suspect as well. In the Windy Steppes, political and religious power is largely in the hands of men, and the pantheon has been revised again, with the goddesses losing prominence and the male gods becoming more relevant. And as for what exactly those gods are, I still need to figure that one out.